This is Professor Michael Chapman. I'm one of the most experienced IVF doctors in Australia. I believe that an important part that I can contribute is to educate patients in relation to fertility, infertility, and all that involves. These series of podcasts help to educate you. I hope they are helpful to you. If you wish to know more, however, I'm more than happy to have you contact me via email, which is profmchapman@gmail.com, or make an appointment to see me on 9138 4222.
We have a question from Rachel, who's live. She says, what's the likelihood of conceiving after an IVF baby when you are older, and how long should you wait for you've had your IVF baby? I think maybe she means how long should you wait for after you've had your IVF baby to get your next transfer?
Okay, well, it depends a little bit on what the delivery was. So after a first pregnancy with IVF, you probably, if you've got an embryo of the same quality, got a slightly better chance of being pregnant because your uterus knows what it's doing. People who've had a baby before, in general, have a higher chance of success with an embryo transfer. Now, in terms of when, if it was a straightforward normal delivery, then you could be trying again once you've stopped breastfeeding, which could be as soon as 3 months. I've certainly had that situation where a woman ended up with 2 babies within 12 months from two IVF transfers. If a woman has had a caesarean section, the general recommendation is to wait 6 months to allow the scar to heal. Some obstetricians are even more conservative and say 12 months. I mean, the good news is that an embryo, if you've got a frozen one in storage, is going to be as good whatever age you are and however long you wait. If, however, you need to have another IVF cycle, obviously, particularly as you get older, it's important to get it in as soon as possible. Even if it's the collection of eggs and the storage of an embryo, if you're wanting to do it as soon as 3 or 4 months after a caesarean section, we can just hold off putting the embryos back. So there are various ways of handling it. It's important to be discussing that sort of issue with someone who understands IVF and also understands obstetrics, a specialist in the field at CREI.
And don't forget that you can access all the previous episodes by going to our website www.theivfjourney.com and select IVF Journey podcast from the navigation menu.